The
Yeah.
angle I come from is a proactive. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull it out of you before you go bust it out wide open and have all these kids and hit a midlife crisis. I'm in the trenches in the front. I'm not playing in the back, waiting on you to come back with your wounds so we can strap you up. You see the difference? We on the same team. We just coming from two different angles.
Yeah, because you're logical. That you're a man, so I get it.
There you go.
A lot of the times the behavior of a person stems from their childhood, right? A lot of overly sexually women have actually been sexually abused, and they have not dealt with that. They haven't got counseling, they haven't got healing, and for some reason they become very promiscuous. Like, I don't know why that's
Can
like
you
that,
hold
but
on
that's
real
that's
quick?
exactly what happened.
You skipped a critical part. I'm glad you brought it back to childhood. We're on the same page.
Hmm.
Why do they not get help? Why do they not get all the things they need necessary to keep themselves from deviating?
It's easier said than done, right? For me, I am a person that dealt with sexual abuse from a young age until a teenager from a family member, right? Um, now I'm good. Now I'm good. I never received the therapy and the counseling and stuff. That wasn't really like prominent in my family and stuff. I wanted to, but I had adapted a personality where I became, let me see, I'm trying to put it in layman's terms, where I would put my trauma in the back of my head and lock it into a box where like it didn't exist. But
Exactly.
outwardly, but outwardly, how I was behaving, I did become a little promiscuous. I did have kids at a young age. But what I'm saying is sometimes a person would bury their trauma and they don't know that internally, right? Subconsciously, they're acting out in a way where it shows their trauma. And sometimes you're not aware of that because you grow up in an
You
environment
are.
that your parents don't even have that knowledge.
You're aware. You buried it intentionally,
I
and
was
then
not
and
aware. I wasn't aware of it until I'm aware of it now because I got counseling.
okay. So let me switch gears. Is therapy and all this counseling something you receive or something you seek after?
I seeked after it
So
once.
this.
Let me see. I think I was about 23 years old, and I had a midlife crisis. And everything that I buried inside of me, I started having nightmares of it. What you bury on in the inside, sometimes it's gonna come out one way or another. I was married for 13 years. I was in an abusive relationship and stuff. So all of that, my environment, my circumstances started to bring out of things that I buried. So I seek counseling on my own. But sometimes people got to
Exactly.
go through the trauma to want to reach and
Right.
get the stuff themselves.
I get it. So you went from a reactive standpoint. The
Yeah.
angle I come from is a proactive. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull it out of you before you go bust it out wide open and have all these kids and hit a midlife crisis. I'm in the trenches in the front. I'm not playing in the back, waiting on you to come back with your wounds so we can strap you up. You see the difference? We on the same team. We just coming from two different angles.
Yeah, because you're logical. That you're a man, so I get it.
There you go. Now you gave me my masculinity back. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Can I jump in real
Okay,
quick?
go ahead.
Huh?
Let's
Go
go
ahead.
Coco and then Sharon.
Oh, I just wanted to say, can we shift what about you guys are only dressing the promiscuous women that obviously do things on social media, but men are dragging black women that are not like that just because they don't like us black women. And I'm going to be very candid, even though it's over with, but even in this platform, men have dragged women of leadership. And y'all dragged Michelle Obama. Y'all dragged
Drug Michelle Obama.
Harris.
You
What's her
did,
name?
y'all be
Harris, the
dragging.
whole time. Oh, she don't do shit but just dance. She don't do like y'all was just finding
Who?
anything to say about this woman.
Who?
Anything. Oh, she fucked her way to the top, blah, 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 blah.
Who? Kamala?
Anything. She walks around with grace. She wears her pearls. She's very demure. But the way she got dragged in the media with the black men, that's what happened to her. And she's not a slut.
You're not
So we can
lying.
keep on ratting that
Yes,
way.
we
But
drug Michelle.
men drag black women in general when
No,
y'all
we
just don't
drug
see, y'all
Kamala.
see what y'all don't like. But
Yeah,
what
so
about
the dragging of Kamala was 100% justified. She was pretending to be a black woman. She even wrote a book where she put fake family members in the book that she wasn't related to pass them off as black people. That shit was disrespectful. Everything about that lady was annoying.
But y'all was reaching.
Like,
so again, nobody is
What was
perfect,
we
right?
reaching?
But y'all be reaching to
we could
find
prove
something
it.
to down somebody for. The girl ain't did nothing abnormally bad, and y'all just
She ain't do
trying to
nothing
knock her
abnormally
down
bad.
just because.
She,
Yeah,
no.
if
Hold on, wait.
No,
Hold on, wait.
she
attack the
didn't.
politics.
Hold on, wait. Keep it within
attack
context.
the person.
She ain't do nothing that was abnormally bad when it comes to politics for black people.
That's no. I'm talking about her as in
That's
her
what she was
personal.
being drugged for.
Yeah, what's it got to do
That's
with the
what
way
I
y'all
want you
drag
to
her as a
attack the
personality
politics,
as a
right?
woman?
I don't mind.
We
the
drug her for
politics in
pretending
it.
to be black.
Sweeney.
We drug her for pretending to be black.
For pushing immigrants into our communities that we didn't call for, taking the funding from us, putting Chicago on $1 billion in debt. And that was a mandate from the federal government. Their whole policy position was anti-Black American at the core. At the core of that shit was anti.
And like I said,
I'm
the
not
black
taking that
men
shit
were
back.
the loudest ones.
Even if that
The
is the
black
case, she
men
still
were
got
the
85%
loudest
of our
ones
vote.
against
Listen,
Kamala. Y'all were the
when
loudest voice through this entire
Why should-
campaign
Coco,
against
Why
that
shouldn't
black
she?
woman.
Coco, I got
Why
you.
shouldn't
It
we
wasn't
be the
this
loudest
panel right
voices?
here, Sweeney. It wasn't this panel right here, but I do remember when people going hard when that one judge got appointed to the Supreme Court, and I'm like, y'all ain't never got no other judge for being appointed. The black woman who got appointed, it wasn't y'all, but it was this platform. And they
What, the
were going
manosphere?
hard.
Do you
And I'm
remember what
like,
they
well, what
said?
about the other judges? It was just the black one.
What did they say?
I mean, it was just coming for her. They were like, "Oh,
About
she's
what?
not qualified," and blah blah blah. Even when,
What if
listen,
she? What if we
even
felt
when
like she
Kylie
wasn't?
became the Ariel of the Little Miss Mermaid, it was people on this platform who came for that girl. Somebody she was not of all the
Wasn't
little.
nobody coming for her about being no damn Ariel. Then come on, stop it.
It wasn't
Nah,
you,
that wasn't
Sweeney. No, it
And
It
hold
was
on.
not a
wasn't.
thing, man. She got
It
mostly
was.
supported for that.
You haven't been watching this. I see you haven't been watching this network for a long time, but it did happen.
What network? This one?
Yeah.
Show me on this network where black men were criticizing her for becoming a Little Mermaid. Come on,
None.
man.
Look,
there was not one person who cared about her becoming a Little Mermaid.
Sweeney,
this lady was driving
not
around in a
you.
bus with mobile abortions to kill black baby. Come on now, how the fuck is we supposed to support
Listen,
that? Like, they
so Sweeney,
like
how much do
Uber
you want to
abort.
put on it that it took place?
I bet you 6 shots.
Not 6 shots. What's
Of
that?
151. 6
No,
shots
I
of
want some
151.
money, honey.
No, I don't give money.
It
I
really
bet a
did.
shot any day of the week, but I ain't betting no money.
It wasn't this panel. It was when it was a different panel. Because I used to
What did they
watch,
say about her becoming the Little Mermaid?
It was.
And I was
the
on that
mistake
panel, so I know
remember.
what she's talking about.
What did they say?
It was just really being just criticizing to the utmost. Like, why we talk about Little Mermaid? Be happy the girl got the job. It's not that serious.
What did they say?
It was just saying she wasn't quite like how they picked. I'll be mad if she was My Little Mermaid too. You remember how they had that whole little thing with the girls were doing like, oh, she's like one of us. They criticized that whole little just everything was going on. Like,
they talked about her getting
that was white people. That wasn't even us.
I ain't seen that.